Okay, so this is a quick video to go through the quant exercise for Module 2, which covers Chapter 6 in the book. At some point, I created a new kind of better key, but it's not showing up in my files quite yet. So anyway, I can still work through this and explain what was going on. So again, basically what this, if you look at the quant exercise in the Google form, all you're being asked to calculate you're being asked to calculate the marginal cost, marginal benefit, and marginal net benefit. So that's basically working from this basic set of data. And so all I'm really going to do is kind of talk about the process of how you get to those numbers and maybe a little bit of interpretation. But I'm not going to work through every single number because it's pretty much, there's 3 sections. You're just doing repetitive calculations. Again, that's for practice, but I don't need to go through every calculation. So the first thing is the marginal benefit. So basically speaking, the marginal benefit is simply talking about the change in total benefit. So again, if you're looking at the definition, the marginal benefit of going from 0 hours of studying to 1 hour of studying, all you're doing is saying what was the change in total benefit. So technically speaking, marginal benefit equals the change in total benefit over the change in the input. In this case, the input is the number of hours spent studying. So in going from 0 to 1 hour, from no hours of studying to 1 hour of studying, the marginal benefit is saying, with that 1 hour, what's the change in total benefit? So it would be 100 minus 0. So that'd be the change in total benefit divided by 1 minus 0. So in this case, since the change in hours studying is 1, it's really kind of a very simple calculation. So the marginal benefit is 100. If we're going from 1 hour to 2 hours of studying, again, we're just looking at what's the change in total benefits. So again, what we'd be saying is change in total benefit would be 180 minus 100, which would be 80, divided by 2 hours minus 1 hour, which is 1. So our new marginal benefit is 80, and so on and so forth. So you're going 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, etc. And that's all the marginal benefit is. Marginal cost, same idea. Marginal cost equals change in total cost divided by the change in the input, right? Again, we're still talking about our input is hours studying. So we're looking at the total cost. So if we're looking at the marginal cost of going from 0 hours to 1 hour, what we have to do is subtract, say, the total cost at 1 hour is 50. The total cost at 0 hour studying is 0. So 50 minus 0 is 50, divided by the change in hours, 1 minus 0 over 1. Okay, so the marginal cost is 50. If we look at what's the marginal cost of going from 1 to 2, okay, so we're saying change in total cost, so the total cost at 2 is 100. Subtract from that the total cost at 1, which is 50, gives us 50. What's the change in the hours studying? 2 hours minus 1 hour, again, over 1. So in this case, based on the numbers here, our marginal cost remains the same. All right, the next thing is, so that takes care of, we've done marginal benefit, marginal cost. Now the next thing is the marginal net benefit. So I'm going to scroll up just a little bit. So first of all, what I need you to kind of understand is the idea of the net benefit. Okay? Before we can talk about a marginal, we have to talk about this total concept. So instead, before we talk about marginal net benefit, we're going to talk about the net benefit. And that definition is total benefit minus total cost. Okay, so this is not a change concept. This is a concept dealing with the total. So the easy thing is let me scroll down just a tad here. So if we're looking at the net benefit at 0 hours of studying, it would just be total benefit, 0, minus total cost is 0, so the net benefit is 0. If we go at 1 hour of studying, the total benefit at 1 hour of studying was 100, the total cost is 50, so 100 minus 50, the total benefit minus total cost, so the net benefit is 50. If we're looking at 2 hours, again, we're calculating total benefit, 180 minus total cost is 100, so the net benefit is 80. Okay, so you can think of net benefit being in the same category as total benefit and total cost. You're evaluating it at only one particular number of hours, and then you're just doing a straight up subtraction. Now, if we're going to talk about the marginal net benefit, that's the change in the net benefit divided by the change in the input. Okay? So we've calculated the net benefit for 0 hours, net benefit for net benefit for 0 hours, net benefit for 1 hour, net benefit for 2 hours. So if we're looking at what's the marginal net benefit, what's the change in the net benefit per hour studied, we look at, okay, what's the marginal net benefit from going from 0 hours of studying to 1 hour? Well, what's the change in the net benefit? So we say 50 minus 0 divided by the change in hours, which is 1, minus 0, and our marginal net benefit is 50. If we look at the marginal net benefit going from 1 hour to 2 hours, so again, we follow the same pattern. What was the net benefit at 2 hours? It was 80. Subtract from that the net benefit at 1 hour, which is 50, divided by the change in the hour studying, 2 minus 1. So what we get is 30. The marginal net benefit is 30. Okay? So all we're doing in this quant exercise is simply practicing calculations, clarifying how do you calculate marginal cost, marginal benefit, marginal net benefit, but before we can do marginal net benefit, we have to know how to calculate the net benefit. Okay? So again, we're going to be talking about this a lot more. We're making clear distinction between these total concepts, total benefit, total cost, net benefit, and marginal concepts, marginal cost, marginal benefit, marginal net benefit. Okay? So it's clear, it's important to keep these concepts clear, at least the definitions, and as we talk about it more, you'll have a deeper understanding. But let me just show you, if I scroll down further, going to the next page. Okay, so again, this is from an old format of the homework, but these are the values that I'm generating, okay? So I would just say one correction here is this is still a marginal benefit. Yeah, so net benefit, total benefit minus total cost. Net marginal benefit is looking at how it's changing. Okay? I am hoping that takes care of everything. If not, we can deal with questions in class. And yeah, let's see. Page. Yeah, and here it's just the definitions. So anyway, hopefully we'll deal with any other issues in class.